Welcome. This is not just a story about the future. It's a story about us, about humans, about how everything we've ever built, every tool, every idea, every discovery, started with a single moment of curiosity, a simple question. What if? This story is called The Things We Learn to See, and its meaning is simple. The world has always been full of wonder. Humans just had to learn how to notice it. From the beginning of time, humans have asked questions. Why does fire burn? Why do stars move? Why do we think, feel, imagine? Curiosity is what turned caves into cities. It's what turned fear into understanding. In this story, the futuristic city represents everything curiosity has already achieved. The archive of human discovery is not just a building. It represents all human knowledge so far. Science, art, medicine, creativity, and inside that archive walks Mara. Mara represents the next generation. Not special because she's perfect, but because she refuses to stop wondering. When she looks at the suspended project, the lucent field, she senses something important. That even with all our technology, humans still don't see the full picture. Mara's failure in the lab matters. The machine doesn't work. And that's the point. The story is saying, technology alone is not enough. Humans keep building better tools, faster machines, smarter systems. But tools only extend what we already understand. If our perception is limited, our inventions will be limited too. That's why Discovaverse Prime says, the greatest frontier has always been perception. The real question isn't, what can we build next? It's, what are we missing? Here comes one of the most important ideas in the entire story. Dr. Halden explains that the human brain filters reality. This is real science. Humans do not see everything. We don't hear all sounds. We don't sense all energy. Our brains protect us by showing us only what we need to survive. So when Mara realizes this, she understands something powerful. Discovery isn't about adding more information. It's about removing limitations. That's what removing the blindfold means. When Mara activates the lucent field, the world doesn't change. She changes. Reality was always complex, always connected, always alive. She just couldn't see it before. Sound becomes visible. Thoughts leave traces. Life reveals its hidden systems. This moment represents human awakening. Not awakening as in power, but awakening as in understanding. Discovaverse. Prime reminds us, the universe was never silent. Humans simply lacked the ears to hear it. But discovery is not always gentle. Mara begins to struggle. Her brain is overloaded. This teaches a crucial lesson. More knowledge is not always better knowledge. Too much truth, too fast, can cause harm. This mirrors real life. Too much information can confuse. Too much speed can break systems. Too much power without wisdom leads to collapse. That's why Mara sees two futures. One bright, one broken. And she must choose. Mara shuts the system down. This is not failure. This is wisdom. She understands that humanity is not ready to see everything, but it is ready to learn how to ask better questions. Instead of giving the world the answer, she gives it the method. How to observe, how to think, How to remain curious. Discoververse Prime explains it clearly. The most powerful knowledge is not what to see, but how to look. The montage shows the real victory, not a machine, not a breakthrough headline, but people changing how they think, students learning to observe, doctors listening more deeply, engineers working with nature, artists connecting science to emotion, children asking fearless questions. This is the future built the right way, slow, thoughtful, human. Mara looks at the world one last time. Nothing looks different, but everything means more. When she says possibility, she's saying the future isn't finished. Discovery never ends. Curiosity is enough to move us forward. And Discoververse Prime leaves us with the final truth. Humans do not shape the world because they are perfect. They shape it because they are curious, because they question, because they learn, because they choose to understand. Discoververse, the place where curiosity meets discovery.